Have you ever found yourself pinned down by an enemy tank that is camping a hill across the battlefield, or a passage that leads to important objectives that you need to capture? If yes, this video is for you. I'm gonna show you the most effective way to kill those armored vehicles. This means that today we have an anti-tank guide. I'm gonna show you how to effectively hunt tanks and destroy them. We're gonna split this guide in 3 parts. Firstly, we're going to talk about the loadout. Secondly, your positioning on the battlefield. And lastly, the actual destruction of the armored enemies. When it comes to the loadout, I recommend having at least one dedicated anti-tank infantryman. Also, I recommend specific arsenals. Personally, I prefer to run my guys with one bazooka and one close quarter weapon such as this arsenal. The way I'm able to run 2 space-consuming weapons at the same time is by reducing the ammo for my Thompson. The most value for money bazooka is the M9A1, as it is better than all the other anti-tank weapons, especially the M1A1, all the recoilless rifles, and the anti-tank grenades that lack damage or are too costly for what they're capable of. The only other 2 weapons that are actually worth it are the German anti-tank grenade and the Panzerschreck. This is the ultimate anti-tank weapon, but in my opinion is too bulky and expensive to buy. Also, it is a wise thing to have a separate guy for mines, in order to place them in strategic points such as bridges and tight passings, or in the front and back of enemy armor. Finally, as far as badges are concerned, Grenadier and especially Dynamite Lover are the best for anti-tanking. When it comes to positioning and movement, first priority of yours should be to get behind the tank or attack when it is in a narrow passage such as town roads, giving you an advantage. Most of the time, tanks are camping woody hills, staying far away in open fields, or blocking wide dirt roads. If you wanna have the highest chances of success, you should go the extra mile in order to surprise the enemy tanker. That means going all the way around to end up behind it. Remember, the element of surprise is your ally. In order to achieve that, it is sure that you will have to go through rough terrain, cross water in amphibious vehicles, or use bridges and passages that are out of your way and most of the times away from allies and the actual objective. Use the terrain to your advantage and try not to be seen, or else it will get rough. Most of the time it is worth it to take a little bit more time to get there, but have the best positioning possible, rather than hurrying and completely failing. It is a smart idea to use fast vehicles to get there, such as bikes and cars, but leaving those a few meters before reaching the tank in order to avoid getting hurt and the tank ends up moving. Things are easier in the city or in an objective where the tank has no maneuverability. I recommend using houses or some kind of cover and not just shoot from the road. This way the enemy is confused as to where the projectiles are coming from, especially if you alternate your positioning a bit between your shots. So, you're here. You have approached the tank and you're ready to take it down with your explosives. But before you do, we should explain where exactly to aim. In order to know where to precisely hit every tank on each faction, I recommend taking a look at this amazing guide on Steam by Katato, giving you information about the thickness of any tank from any class of any faction. You should always avoid thick armor and instead aim at the thinnest part, as it is its weak spot. You can go through all tanks and learn where each tank is vulnerable, but the general rule is that you have a better chance by hitting its trucks, back armor, where the engine, fuel compartment and transmission are, or at the top part of both the hull and the turret. Avoid thick armor at the front and sides of the hull and around the turret, especially where the armor is in an incline. So now I'm gonna show you two examples of me attacking tanks. One of them is a really good example of anti-tanking and the other one is a really bad one. I'm gonna start with the bad one. As you can see, I have actually managed to flank two tanks and sneak up behind a tree. I should have waited for the right moment to strike, but I made a crucial mistake. I got cocky and attacked one of them at the same time revealing my position. I am too slow in my reactions and one of them turns around to kill me, as I don't look for cover. But his buddy has got his back and is able to destroy me before him. I should have acted differently by waiting for the right moment and not giving away my position. On the other hand, I think this example is the epitome of destroying enemy armor. As you can see, I take my time to scout my enemies and figure out where they're moving to. At the same time, I remain hidden in good cover and alternate my shots. Also, I have brought my car in order to resupply after my first kill. I remain undetected and keep effectively shooting at the tanks from far away, aiming at the weak spot of their armor. Like this, I end up taking down one and getting a kill assist on the other one. Thanks for watching everybody, hope it helped and please consider subscribing and liking my video.